actress Angela Lansbury was a movie star from the moment she ignited the big screen at just 19 years old in Gaslight. Then she was in plays and movies, but so many of us know her as that beloved character on Murder, She Wrote. And now Angela is getting rave reviews on Broadway in Blithe Spirit. I had such a good time watching it. Please welcome Angela Lansbury.
Wonderful.
You are the smartest. You're just my idol, the way you move around and the way you are, really.
I think, I just said I saw Blithe Spirit, you and Rupert Everett and a wonderful cast. And, so, and I have seen so much that, you know, Mame and the Mad Woman of Chaillot and Sweeney Todd. I mean, this is just off the top of my head. And the movies, but most people know you from Murder, She Wrote. So is that the way you want to go down in show business history?
I love that show. In one way, I'm very, very proud of Murder, She Wrote. Certainly I am. But I'm also anxious that people don't absolutely forget that I was in movies and that I was in the theater, because that is a huge part of my career, you know. And I love being back on stage again. It gives me a tremendous lift, and it's made me feel not my age, which you probably all know.
Keep the magazine in print, don't worry.
Because we don't want Satan to...
Satan himself.
So
don't. But, you know, you've really given yourself in so many different areas. You know, we think about Manchurian Candidate, where you were this chilling, power-hungry mother, and I see it over and over again being replayed, and today we have the clip that's going to knock your socks off. Take a look.
I told them to build me an assassin. I wanted a killer from a world filled with killers, and they chose you. Because they thought it would bind me closer to them. But now we have come almost to the end. One last step. And then when I take power, they will be pulled down and ground into dirt for what they did to you. And what they did in so contemptuously underestimating me.
I have to tell you, it took me years to live that down. I mean, really took me years.
Why was so evil?
And you know what I did? I left the movies, and I came to Broadway, and I did Mame. And Mame really killed it.
What did you think of the remake that Denzel did? Okay, never mind.
I loved Denzel, and I was very interested in it, but I don't know how you can make a movie in which you know the end result. You know who she was, you know what she did. How you know, the cat was out of the bag before they even began.
That's a good point.
So for that reason, it did not succeed.
Are there any times when you're just in the middle of performing on the stage and you think to yourself, what the hell am I doing here? I could be home.
Oh, absolutely. I do, because the thing I've always said, I know how to act, and I know how to keep house. And I love keeping house, and I love gardening, and I do all those other things, those dull, boring things some people consider. But I mean, they absolutely keep the level. They make it possible for me to go on the stage and do crazy things. You know,
I want to talk about one of the crazy things you do, because you play a medium, and you were in touch. You were in touch with the dead and with Rupert Everett's ex-wife.
Rupert Everett. Now that's another story.
Okay, well, but as this medium in Blithe Spirit, you come on and you do this wonderful wacko dance, whatever that is, and you walk away with the whole. Look at that. Is that?
Do you do that 8 times a week?
8 times a week.
Twice on every show. How do you do that? Can you do a little of that? Can you take us there?
Well, we kind of... I don't know about that. But, I mean, it's all about the body, and it's all about this... you know, just madness.
You look so so good. I'm not going to say your age. You look so wonderful. And you have to do this 8 times a week. I mean, physically, how do you do that? How did you even get yourself to that place?
By the most excruciating self-discipline, I gotta tell you. Honestly, it's boringly, you know, it is critical though, you know, the sleep, what you eat, you know, the little bit of exercise. I've always been a stretcher, you know. I don't do anything very clever. As some of you may have known that I did do an exercise tape, and a lot of the movements that are in that tape I still use and utilize.
In 1944, you were nominated for an Oscar. You were just a teenager for Gaslight. Yeah. But you said that your career actually did not start until you were in your 40s. Can you explain that? Because we've been talking about this all week.
Well, that's very true. I didn't really realize my own ambitions as a performer until I was about 40.
Why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think?
But you always played older people,
well,
so
that's
that
what
people,
I mean,
people didn't know your age, because when you were 19, you were playing people who were 40.
That's right.
Well, tell the story of how much older you were from Lawrence Harvey.
Yeah, well,
she played Lawrence Harvey's mother in Manchurian Candidate, and how old were you then?
I think I was 30. Let me see. I was 36, and he was 34. I think something. Yeah, you know.
So you realized at 40 that. You realized at 40?
When I hit my 40s, that's when I finally got to do what I had always dreamed that I would do, which was to sing and dance and carry on. Yeah. So that's when that big divide took place.
Well, you got good at it. You really got good.
Here she is now at only 49 in blithe spirit. Well, if you want to have fun, if you're in New York and you want to have a lot of laughs, and you believe in ghosts.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, do we have the most beautiful ghost in the world, who Christine Ebersol.
What a great
wonderful. Atkinson becomes a ghost too, and I conjure these women up, you know, out of the ether, own ways of doing it, and it's a lot of fun.
We don't want you to do it here, so we're going to just sign. Who knows what she might do with that little.
You should get up and sit down.
We'll do it. No.